After years of tense and difficult relations, Canada and China have signed a number of new economic agreements in Beijing. It comes on the first full day of a trade mission to China, led by Prime Minister Mark Carney.
This is indeed a very important meeting and the most auspicious start to the new year and to a new era of relations between Canada and China.
I told y'all this was coming. I warned y'all that this was coming. Canada is aligning themselves with China. Canada is aligning themselves with the CCP. Canada is making sure they are set up to be able to compete in the new global world order.
Progress that we have made in the partnership sets us up well for the new world order.
I warned you already. I told y'all what is to come. Canada is setting the precedents, right? They're setting it up for every other country to come behind them and do the same exact thing. What did I tell y'all already? Trump is not who he say he is. Trump doesn't work for you. Trump works for the opposition, whoever the opposition may be. Trump is the elites that he said that he was going to drain the swamp of, that he was going to get all of the elites and all of the people who work for the opposing team, the ones who were so-called against America. He said that he was going to do that, but little do y'all know that he is a part of that same group. And what he is doing, I warned y'all already, what he is doing is pushing the world away from America. This is what the elites want. They want a new global world order.
Progress that we have made in the partnership sets us up well for the new world order.
They want a new big fish in town. They want a new boss in town. And guess what? It won't be America. America's done. America's finito. Right? Canada, what Canada is doing gives you a glimpse of what is going to happen in the future. But you know what? What's so crazy, what's so funny is part of the reason why we attacked Venezuela, part of the reason why we, going after Cuba, part of the reason why we're going after Iran, right? And in particular, South America's, right? The Monroe Doctrine, if you haven't heard of it, look it up and see why the United States is trying to reactivate the Monroe Doctrine. And that basically tells that, hey, this part of the hemisphere, this part of the Americas, North and South, belongs to us because we are the superpower and we have more at stake. We have more at risk. So everybody on this side of the field, y'all better get y'all act together or else. Right? We don't have time for China to be sneaking up in our backyards and doing this and doing that. But what kind of chain reaction will this cause? Because as far as what Trump said, Trump's acting like he cool with it.
How do you see the deals Canada and China have just signed, trade deals between the two partners?
Well, it's okay. That's what he should be doing. I mean, it's a good thing for him to sign a trade deal. If you can get a deal with China, you should do that.
Trump acting like he cool with it. But of course, we know that Trump switcheroo every single day, right? One day he'll be cool with something or pretend like he cool with something. Then it'll be hell and brimstone the next day, the next 24 hours, the next week, or what have you. So how is this allowed? How is this allowed, or was it always going to be allowed? Why tackle South America and not Canada? Why come after South America as harshly, right? Even though United States and Canada has had their own beef, right? Especially when Trump first came into office. However, I don't see anything being said about this deal. I don't see anything being said about Canada cozying up with China. I'm sure there's much to come, but I don't see as much turmoil as the South Americas because China is all in the South Americas, has been for the past decade. They've been cozying up with South American countries. They've been cozying up with Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil, right? In fact, Brazil is in BRICS. So, I mean, there you go right there, right? But at the same time, China has been making sure that these countries become competitive. Unlike the United States. See, the difference between the United States and China, and not saying that China is just the ultimate alternative. I'm not saying that at all. However, what China is doing is giving countries a chance to compete on a global level. Whether that's helping them with their infrastructure, whether that's giving them loans, right? Whether that's building up their roads, whether that's giving them technology that can help them build medical devices and, in a betterment of their hospital systems and so on and so forth. China, right? China is building up economies, and building up these economies for them to compete is in return making China a global dominator. Unlike the United States, where the only thing that we have is what? The military, right? We have no strategy. There is no team player in the United States. United States is, I want all of this myself and I want you to suffer. China's playing the opposite game. United States wants to step on your neck. Hey, get him. China plays a different kind of game. They're more subtle with it. And not saying that is, like I said, it may not be better than the United States, but it's coming off as it may be very well better than the United States, right? Sometimes subtleness can kill as well, but we haven't got there yet, and there is no clear-cut sign that that's what China is after per se, right? But the United States, on the other hand, has proven time and time again that it means the country's no good. United States has proven time and time again that we have to step on necks, right? Everybody else has to be beneath us for us to win. China's not playing by that game. China's playing by a whole totally different game, right? And while United States is saying F everybody, F you this, right? Tariff this, that's going to further push countries away. So it's already starting. And once countries start to see how successful Canada ends up being with this deal that they've made with China, then it's just going to set a trickle down effect. And then before you know it, United States, listen, man, this is what's going to happen. Because Canada is literally not even in our backyard. Canada is right there. Right? That's not even our backyard. That's like, right? That's Ninja. We share the same land, like you're here. We share the same land space. So this is what's going to happen. Listen to me and listen to me closely. Right? This is what's going to happen. Canada is basically saying F you America, especially with them trying to bully Denmark, right? With the whole Greenland situation, right? And as we can see already, if you haven't been paying attention, right? The French has deployed military to Greenland. I believe Denmark as well has deployed military to Greenland, right? And any attack on Greenland, any kind of invasion of Greenland will set off NATO. We'll set off NATO, and yeah, we already know how that goes. So that will fracture the Western Hemisphere as it is. It's already fractured. But for Trump to take it another step, it will end NATO as we know it. It will end Western alliances as we know it. And this will officially put the United States in a bubble. Right? This will officially put the United States in a bubble. But back to what I was going to say. What's going to happen is, like the United States is doing, right? Saying F you to everybody. We're going to put tariffs on everybody, right? United States is not even trying to be a team player. It's not even trying to make sure that the other people that we have been doing business with over the decades, that they're good. We're just trying to extract as much as we can. So what is about to happen? What is about to happen? So the United States is going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Right? They're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, as we already see. Right? And it's going to further push other countries into doing trade deals and doing deals amongst themselves. Right? Without the United States. They're already doing this. BRICS has already set up the precedents for this. BRICS is already doing this. So there's going to be other regional alliances that's going to do this as well. And they're going to do this with the help of China. This is what's going to happen. So as you can see, Canada, with all that being said, Canada is looking at what the United States is doing. And they're saying, oh no, F the United States. Right? Canada is already saying that we can't trust the United States. We can't trust them. They're unreliable. They're not doing anything for us. It looks as though they're trying to ruin us. Right? We've had this agreement between each other for how long? And now we're just going to throw it all away. Okay, F it. Let's throw it all away. You know what? Let's bring in China. Let's do deals with China. China seems more reliable from what I've seen behind closed door. The technology, what they have a monopoly on, what is to come, how they've been helping other countries economically, right? And we're talking about from Nigeria all the way to Brazil, right? To Venezuela, to Paraguay, right? China has been helping economies. So Canada, what this means, y'all don't understand what this means. This is setting up the new world order. This is setting up the new global world order, and China is going to be at the forefront. China's going to be at the forefront. United States is not in a good spot. This is not a good thing for the United States. But I told y'all this was coming. I told y'all what Trump came to do. I told you what Trump came to do. This is it for America. This is it. His only job is to cause chaos and destruction. His job was to trick the American people and make the American people think that he was for America. When in reality, he's anti-America. Just look at his base. The Constitution matters until, right, it's somebody that you don't like. Then you're willing to push unconstitutional things onto other people. Trump is not American. Or at least he's not America first. And there will never be an America first. I want y'all to, like, it sounds crazy saying this now, but just wait. Just wait. He's pushing people into the arms of China. That's his job. He's pushing people to do business amongst themselves. That is his job. He is going to seclude America until it's no more. Until we become a blip in history. We will become a memory, a distant memory, just like Spain. We will become a distant memory, just like the USSR. We will become a memory, just like the British Empire. That's it. There's nothing nobody can do to save this. The train is already going. Listen, the train is not stopping. The train is not stopping. There's nothing that you're not going to get in the streets and riot. There is no amount of protesting that you can do. There is nothing. You can yell from the top of your lungs how patriotic you are. That shit doesn't mean a goddamn thing. It does not matter. So I've been telling y'all, I've been warning y'all what is to come. I've been telling y'all who Trump is. So you better get ready. You better get prepared. Because the New World Order is not going to have mercy on any of you. Any of you. You're still relying on America. I already told you how you need to be maneuvering now. You need to be maneuvering just like America is maneuvering. You need to be maneuvering and paying attention how the global shift is happening. You need to be shifting exactly how the global order is shifting right now. Everybody's rearranging. Everybody's picking up new business partners. Everybody's figuring out new trade routes. Right? Everybody's trying to figure out how do we basically cut the United States out of the deal. How do we do business to the point where we don't even have to talk to the United States? This is what's going on. This is exactly what's going on. And Canada just did that. And while everything is going on, nobody's paying attention. Nobody's paying attention to what Canada just did. Everybody's still paying attention to Minneapolis. Everybody's still paying attention to Iran. Everybody's still talking about Venezuela. Nobody's talking about what Canada just did. And this is going to set up all the other countries to go right behind Canada and do the same thing. And what happens when this happens, right? United States can't stop everybody, backyard or not. Canada just did it, and that's literally right. We share the same home. So then who's next? Oh, then Mexico. Oh, what you gonna do to Canada and Mexico? These are two bigger countries with good security. You gonna fight both Canada and Mexico? Okay. You know what happens? What happens when Brazil steps in? What happens when the Caribbean starts doing what they do? Okay. Then what happens when Southeast Asia finally give in? Right? Then what happens when Colombia finally starts? Okay, we'll start accepting money from China too. What happens when everybody start doing this at the same time? What happens when it's one country after the next, after the next, after the next? Then what happens? The United States doesn't have the military power like that to stop everybody. That's just the honest truth. And then two, if they do it enough, they'll just squeeze America. y'all not aware about what's about to come, man. They're gonna squeeze America, man. They're gonna squeeze America until America suffocates. Y'all better prepare. I'll be talking about how to get your second passport. I'll be talking about how to get your second passport or better yet, a permanent visa, temporary visa along the lines towards a second passport, because that's what I'm actively doing right now. So go ahead and sign up for the Escape Blueprint. I'm literally doing it live. I am literally showing you step by step how I'm setting up my mind, how I'm setting up my mentality, right? On a step-by-step basis. I'm also showing you the processes that I'm going through actively, right? About to move and get out of the United States myself and move my family out of the country myself. You better get your game up. You better figure out a way to maneuver and make money outside of the American system, right? You need to do it, and you need to do it now. Come over to the Patreon, sign up for the Patreon, and see how I'm doing, see how I'm maneuvering. You also get access to 100+ videos, some of my old videos, so you will see how my mindset and my mentality has been built over time. Come over there and sign up for the Patreon, the Escape Blueprint, and also become a member of the channel. Support the channel, support the message, right? The after pill is the ideology. The Escape Blueprint is the framework, and PFP life is how you should live. Purpose, freedom, and power. I'll see y'all in the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here, and I'm not done. This is the Escape Blueprint, PFP life, a way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The Escape Blueprint, PFP Life.